My name is Greg Wasberg, and I am the Assistant Director for Counseling here at South Dakota State University. When you are in emotional distress, when you're struggling with a mental health issue, whether it's managing the day-to-day anxiety of experiencing frustrating circumstances as you go about your day, or whether it is coping with longer-term trauma that maybe you experienced when you were younger, those issues not only influence the quality of life in the long term, but they also make it harder for you to be an effective learner. It's common for us to struggle sometimes. It's normal for us to feel discouraged or disappointed or sad or even depressed. But what's not normal is when that starts extending out for several days at a time, or when the symptoms are significant enough that they start interfering with our everyday lives. A lot of the models that look at college student utilization for mental health services predict that about 10 to 12% is the number of students on your campus that would access mental health services in the traditional way with face-to-face counseling. On average, we see between 6 and 7% of the population. Every year we've seen an increase in the demand for mental health services, and after the COVID quarantine, that demand increased even more. One of the things that we noticed is that every year earlier in the season, we would become full in terms of our schedules and blocked up basically for the rest of the semester. That will mean that not only will we need more of the traditional kind of mental health services, but we're also going to need new ways of delivering that. Now, telehealth is one of those, and we're looking at some ways to offer telehealth services. If a student schedules an appointment with us, once they contact the front desk or they schedule online, they first are contacted by an intake coordinator who not only takes their basic history information and walks through all the documentation like privacy practices and all of that. Then they do a quick review, and then the intake coordinator schedules that student with one of the staff counselors for an appointment. Sometimes it's as early as within the next week. By this time of the year, it's 2 to 3 weeks out sometimes, depending upon what that student's needs are and how well they match with one of the staff counselors and their availability. We have 24-hour on-call crisis management services. So if a student is in distress, they can contact the University Police Department number. And from there, they will be put in touch with one of our staff counselors who are available 24 hours a day.